Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Part two of this, and while I'm thinking about it, I would maybe take my smart fill tool and fill in those spots. And you could clean this up a little bit. Matter of fact, if you could find this, it would almost be better to start over. But we're going to fix his fingernails to make them look a little better. So what we're going to do, this has got it ungrouped. I'm going to just nudge this stuff. See, there's a double lines. I'm just going to take that blank spot and just kind of, you know what, now that I've got this, I'm going to group this together. Control G. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. And I'm just going to freehand it. So I've got and you could pretty much do anything you want here. I'm going to, you know what, let's take an oval and rotate it negative 45 degrees and see if it doesn't fit right in there. See, that saved me a little freehand and makes it look a little realer, but it's not quite the same angle, so I'm going to change it. Now we're going to change that to a half point line in here in a second. And I don't think it needs all this other stuff, so I'm just going to take a 3-point curve line and go from like right there to right there and just do that. Then take that, shift select the line. Let's make it black by right clicking, and let's go with that half a point. And look at that. That's going to look a lot better on that cup. Now, kind of the good thing about it, we could take this same fingernail over here. See how many different lines there is? We could take that same fingernail. Let's make a duplicate and move it over. Duplicate, move it over. I must have moved that other one twice. And then let's group this together. And let's move it over to the other side. And let's mirror it. Go right here and mirror it. And see if we can't just put it in there. Look at that. So, you only have to do 5 of them. At this time, I would probably, maybe play around with this a little bit. Clean this up, just a little bit. But just do that, and you could quite possibly fill that in with black. See what you think, because I think that's going to kind of add to it. Let's do one more. I'm just going to delete. See how many? There's at least 2 lines on top of each other, which isn't going to affect the engraving. This one I'm going to do maybe a little bit different than using the oval. And this is just how I look at things. I'm going to go from like right there to right there and maybe make that his thumbnail on top. Now I'm going to shift select the other line, make it something other than a hairline, and make it black. See, I'm actually off the other part, but since they're both RGB black, this doesn't matter where this ends or stops. You don't want it there, you want it like right there. Now, and you could do the same thing here. Let's go ahead and delete his thumb, and I'm going to show you how many lines there are. There's 1 set, 2 sets. There's, just 2 of the bigger one. Now let's make a duplicate of that and move it over. Make a duplicate of that and move it over. I don't know that I got it. Nope. I must not have made a duplicate of that first one. And this is, you could redraw it, but, on the other side, and I also want to move that part of the thumbnail up into here. And see, then I messed that up. Don't want it perfect. I could, you know what? I'm going to grab that one, shift select that one, and go Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, and just move it over. And then always go back and get rid of your other stuff so it doesn't. Now I don't know where that other thumbnail went. It's somewhere in here. Going to be hard to find. Let me back up. I shouldn't have duplicated it that way. Well, let me get rid of all this. I'm pretty sure I grouped it. Now that I got it, let's make it red for a second or see where it goes. Because when it's on that black, oh, it's way over here. So let's move that out of the way. Let's go ahead and make this black. Make it, well, it's already a half a point, but then let's mirror it. And you're just going to have to move it in here by hand. But because it's a group, you can get it right on the money. You see, it doesn't matter. And this is where you'd want to, when I'm moving stuff this minute, I'll change my nudge factor. I just don't want that there. And then take the Smart Fill tool. Okay, I got a little leak. Is that one? Okay, this is a group. So for a second, I'm going to ungroup it. Grab the shake tool, and it's that node right there that's leaking, I almost guarantee it. There we go. And then do the other side. And so I got that same leak. Okay. Don't ever, make sure you get off the Smart Fill tool when you're doing stuff. And you might not even want it, you might just want it like that. I'm just throwing out suggestion. If it was a wood, you could have other colors. That doesn't look like it's leaking. Yep. So you might not, that might not be your cup of tea. This might be too regimented, too symmetrical, but you could still change it and make it, well, I'm trying to make it a curve. It is an oval and an ellipse, so I'm going to go convert it to a curve, then I get nodes, and you could change it up a little bit where it's not so perfect. But I think this is going to, especially on a powder coating, these lines are going to be so close together, I'm afraid it's going to do some damage. And just, you've got to kind of really look what it's going to look like. And one of the ways we could do that, let's make the whole logo gray. No, that didn't work. I'm going to have to take the Smart Fill tool. It's set on a gray, which is going to kind of simulate the bottom of the Yeti. Then fill in all your parts that you filled in. And we'll leave those black for right now. But then take let's do one more. You could also just check it and make it a gray. And then let's say it's a red Yeti. And you go object, order, back a page. That's what it's going to look like. This is actually going to be gray. So all the gray is going to be the stainless steel. All the red is, if you did a red cup, it's going to be all red. So only the white looking, it's really a gray, is going to be the stainless steel. And that gray, that white, that black line will be the same color as that, because it'll just take off basically when you're engraving powder coating, you're taking off, the powder coating, and you're seeing the stainless steel underneath. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.